Hi guys, welcome to the third lesson of this section. In the previous two lessons we've been talking about the names of the white keys and also the names of the black keys, and as you probably remember, the black keys have two names for each of them, which could be a little bit annoying, but you'll probably get used to it soon enough. Now in this lesson I want to talk about white keys with what I call black key names. It's basically not just a G or an A or an E or a B. No, it's something like an E sharp or a C flat. That's a little bit weird. So we've only got 4 white keys that have black key names. And in order to find them, you have to think about the second lesson of the first section. Remember the weird thing about black keys? There's no black key right here and there's no black key right here. So if I, for instance, say E sharp, you would obviously search for the black note to the right a little bit higher than the E. Okay, so if I play an E, I want to go to the ooh, but there's no black note right there. So what do we do then? Because we should be actually playing a black note right here. That would be the E sharp. So what we're actually going to do, a sharp doesn't necessarily mean the note has to be black. It just means the note is half a note higher than the note where you're originating from. Now you don't need to understand what that means because we're going to be talking about whole tones and half tones in section 3. But for now all you have to realize is that sharp basically means it's going to be the next note on the right of the note. So if I play an E sharp, this is the E, this is actually going to be the E sharp. Okay, we also call this an F, but in some cases this is an E sharp. If I take a look at a C and I would play a C flat, it would just mean the closest note on the left, the closest note lower than the C, which in this case would be this one. So this is a C flat. We usually call this a B, of course. Okay, so we've got E, E sharp, C, C flat. C flat is something that occurs now and then. E sharp is something that, a little bit less. Then we've also got F flat, which is the F right here. If I go half a note lower, or just the closest note on the left basically, I end up here. Okay, so this is an F flat. That happens even less often than an E sharp. And then the last one, I don't even think I've ever seen it before in any song, but technically, if you play a B and you would say B sharp, you would have to go up to the closest note on the right, so you would end up there. Okay? So it's really confusing because you're so used to saying this is a B, this is a C, this is an E, this is an F, but if I say F flat, it's this note. If I say C flat, it's this note. If I say B sharp, which it just really sounds weird to me, but anyway, it's this note right here, and E sharp is this note right here. Okay, so let's quickly do them. I'm going to point to a couple of them and you need to tell me which it is. So, no, it's not an F. Today it's an E sharp. B sharp, F flat, C flat. Okay, now let's see if I can confuse you a little bit on purpose, to see if you can learn this quite quickly. I want you to show me a C, a regular C, so not a C flat, a C. That's this one. Okay. What about the F? What about an E sharp? It's the same one, right? What about a B sharp? B flat. Ooh, that's a black note right there. D sharp. C sharp. C flat. Ooh, I know, it's a bunch of stuff to remember all of this at once, okay? I'm just gonna point to a couple of notes and you can tell me whatever it is, and then we're gonna finish up this section. So, this is either an E or an F flat. G sharp or A flat. D, F sharp or G sharp. E sharp or F, A flat or G sharp, A, D sharp or E flat, C or B sharp, we rarely ever use it, like 1 in 1,000 songs maybe, F or E sharp, and a G. Okay, so once more, how many names do we have for the keys? It's basically 7 for the white keys, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. It's 5 plus 5 for the black keys. C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. and D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. And then there's these four of these weird notes. Okay, so E sharp, F flat, B sharp, and C flat, which is basically another 4 names. So it's 7 plus 10 plus 4, it's 21 names, and then you know how to name all of the 12 keys. Really doesn't make any sense, does it? So there's basically 3 notes that are always called the same: D, G, and A. The rest of them kind of depend, but the C is also usually called the C. So C, D, G, A, you should be really safe with those. The rest of them changes a little bit, but again, usually we've got our F, our E, and our C. It's just this one that changes now and then from C to C flat. Anyway, now you know all of the possible names for all of the possible notes you can play on the piano, so there's never going to be a note, there's never going to be any of my lessons on YouTube or wherever where I'm going to say, oh, right now you have to play an F flat, and you don't know which note it is. Now let's take a look at section 3, where we're going to be discussing whole tones and half tones.